Hello Steelers and welcome to another bench report hobby update. I've done quite a lot this week actually. I've managed to get quite a lot of painting done and building some scenery as well in the meantime. I really pulled my finger out this week. A lot of it is themed around the jungle theme, not just the Far East, but also including Vietnam as well. And the first things I painted were the rest of the VC local forces. These are from Battlefront. I bought these a couple of weeks ago. I based some of them individually, and these were the ones that I finished off this week. I just sat down and painted them. I've also made a painting video as well for these, and it's going to be put together with the painting videos for the others, so the US Marines and also for the NVA as well. They're going to all come together as a painting video at some point in the future. But I just wanted to get these done. I've also then, that means I've finished off the company, I think it is, that I got from Battlefront. Some of those are based as twos, some are based as threes, and some are based as individuals, just to make casualty removal a lot more easy. I've not actually sat down and worked out exact units in this at this point, but I've got them all painted up, at least done, and they're squared away, ready for the next ones to come along onto the painting bench, which probably won't be long. The other thing as well I painted, which again can be used in the Far East, can be used anywhere really, but it was advertised as and sold as a World War II span bridge. This is from Christoph Designs. This is an MDF kit. It was only £10 and you actually get two of these in the kit as well, and they're really, really good. I was very surprised at how nice they are, because sometimes MDF stuff that you buy on eBay can be a little bit ropey, but these are really good. They are also pre-painted as well. However, as always, I added a lot of weathering on these and just bits and pieces as well. You've got basically two bridges. You can either make them into two separate bridges or into a single double span one as well. So there's a little block in between those to fit that in as well. So really, really nice kit that, and it's well worth it. Like I say, what I'll do is I'll put a link to that in the description down below so you can go and buy your own. But very good. And the other thing I worked on were the bamboo as well. I think last week I'd shown you that I'd basically done I'd pulled together an idea of them just to test it out. I looked at them and I realised that they weren't actually that thick, so I decided to go back, and I've actually added a lot more bamboo into the original one, and I've also done about 10 or 12 so more as well on top of that. I've also made a video about this as well, a painting and tutorial video, and that's going to come together with a jungle terrain tutorial video, which again I am putting together at the moment. So that's going to cover quite a few different bits and pieces, and that will be out again some point in the future, but keep your eye out for that. But they were very easy, very nice job to do. Really enjoyed doing those as well. In the post, I've had quite a few things. One of the things that came through was from Docs Direct. Now, I could have just printed these out at home, but I decided not to. Don Avis, the godfather behind Lard Workshop, had put together for the JITRA campaign, for the Far East Handbook, or the pint-sized campaign for JITRA, to fit in with the Far East Handbook. He put together some platoon organisations. You'll find these on the Facebook page of the Chain of Command game. So we've got the 5th Motorised Recon Platoon for the Japanese here. We've got the Indian Army Recruit Platoon, the 9th Jats Platoon, the Leicestershire Regiment Platoon, and also the 2nd 1st Gurkha Platoon as well. So they're all laid out ready. I'm wanting to play this at some point, JITRA. I might do it as solo, but I'm also wanting to play it against decks as well at some point down the club in the future. So that's kind of why I got those printed out. They're really good. The only thing is I did version 1. I printed version 1. I got these from Docs Direct, and unfortunately the only thing is the Vickers Berthier LMG is noted as having 5d6 firepower, where it actually has 6d6. It's not a major problem, and Don had updated it, and he's also re-released those on the Chain of Command Facebook page. So go and check those out in the group, sorry, should I say. The other thing as well is Dave White. Once again, I bought another load of stuff off him. He sent over, he's having a clear out, so it just fell on that I was looking for Vietnam stuff. He sent over a load of Battlefront M113s and also a couple of M48 tanks as well. So there's a few in here. There's probably way more than I'm ever going to use in Charlie Don't Surf, but it's enough for me at the moment, and I'm pretty chuffed that I've got them. So thank you, Dave. And they came literally the day after I'd paid for them, so I really can't complain at that. So there's some recoilless rifles in there, a couple of Zippos with the flamethrowers, and then just some typical ACAV versions of the M113. So they are already undercoated, so they're going to be easy enough just to paint up. I'm just looking for some decals at the moment for those, so that's probably the next thing that I'm going to be painting, along with some more Napoleonics, of course. But I'm slowly and surely edging towards that the Charlie Don't Surf project at some point in the future, so keep an eye on that. The other thing as well that came through the post, and I want to kind of give a bit of a shout out to this, is the Geek Gaming Scenics Matte Scenic sealant spray. I got this. I've never really bought any Geek Gaming stuff because simply a lot of it I know I can make myself, you know, and it looks good. It looks great, and he's, you know, Luke is a good fella. I don't know if he's still working for Geek Gaming or if he's just, you know, maybe creaming off the profits or whatever. But I thought I'll give him a try because, you know, they've been around, and obviously I'm a little late to the party. But I thought I'll give this a try because I was looking for something to seal the trees that I've got for the orchards or the rubber plantation, because they're a bit crumbly. And I was looking around and I thought, well, I could get some PVA, I could, you know, water it down. The problem is I've done that before and it blocks up on your sprayer and things like that. So I thought, well, I'll give this a test, and it was about £8 or so. Now this is absolutely fantastic stuff, really good. I'm thoroughly recommended, 100% Storm of Steel recommendation on this. And I'll say, I know I'm late to the party, but if you're doing any kind of scenics or terrain stuff and you need things that's going to be locked in, this is brilliant. I've got no idea what they've used in this as a flow improver or whatever, but this sprays so well. It also dries really, really quickly as well, because PVA can take quite a while. And I noticed within a couple of hours this was dry and the stuff was ready to go. So 100% thoroughly recommend that stuff. Really, really worth getting, I think. All right, played wise. Last weekend I played a game of O Group. I just set it in the Po Valley in Italy, 1945, April of 45. Some of the last pushes by Mark Clark's, I think it's the Fifth Army in Italy, just before the very end of the Second World War against some desperate German defenders. Just something slightly different. I thought I'd play that through. I have recorded it as a video, and it is currently being edited as I speak. Well, not as I speak right now, because obviously I'm not the editing suite, but it will be edited and that will be out in a few weeks as well. I know people like to see O Group games, so I thought I'll put one together, and I've not played it for a long time as well. Forgot all the rules, but doesn't matter, still a great game. And then finally at the club as well with Dex, we played our last scenario of the pint-sized campaign for Malaya 1942, which we started a couple of months ago now. This was scenario 6 of the 6. Up to this point I had lost 4 of the 5 previous scenarios as the Australians, and this was the last chance for the Japanese to clinch victory quickly and just basically capture a bridge. Absolutely brilliant game. The week before I wasn't really feeling it. I don't know why, I just wasn't feeling up to a game, but this week I was really into it, and this was a really exciting, fantastic game set around a small village as I was trying to defend the bridge. Some really good moments throughout all of it. Dex has done a really, really good write-up of it on the Storm of Steel Facebook group, and also in the Chain of Command Facebook group as well. So if you want to read those, go and check those out. They're really, really good. And it was such a great game. I lost, as I kind of expected I would do, and it came down to force morale. The Japanese just basically, despite me mashing up at least one of his sections, he just steamrolled over me with a final assault. He did 2 assaults in the game, one against a MMG position, which wiped it out this time, unlike the last time, and then in the second one he attacked down through the village and wiped out another section and killed junior leader and a senior leader, which collapsed my force morale and just ended the game on there. But I tried to put up a stiff defense, and I think I did, so I think I've if nothing else, the way to Singapore is open, but at least I think we gave him a bit of a bloody nose, if nothing else. So yeah, fantastic game. Dex, if you're watching, thanks again for playing through that pint-sized campaign. It's a really good one. It was a great one when I played it solo. Really good to play it against somebody just to see what they come up with. Fantastic stuff. Right, I'll leave it at that. nothing else to tell you this week. As always, do check out the Warlord affiliate link. It's down in the description. It just gives a little bit of kickback to me if you buy anything from Warlord. Doesn't cost you anything. Subscribe to the channel as well, please, because that also costs you nothing and it just makes me feel happy. And also, if you want to check out the Patreon and also channel memberships, and you'll get these videos and also other big videos early and also ad-free. Right, I'll leave it at that, and I'll see you in the next Storm of Steel video.